Hello everybody, welcome to Mo's Kitchen. Today we're making steak, Loco Moco. This is a big dish back in Hawaii. Traditionally, they use a burger instead of a steak, but you know what? I don't even care for tradition. Besides, you gotta make a recipe, take a recipe, and do it your own way. Anyways, let's get started. Grab yourself a very hot pan with some oil in it. Toss your veggies in it. I only have carrots and onions, but you can put broccoli, celery, mushrooms, you can put whatever you want. This is just what I have. Get some salt to draw out some moisture. Now we're just looking to, saute these for a couple of minutes on high heat or medium high. If you got frozen veggies in your fridge, don't be ashamed, you can use them, but don't make it a habit. Remember, frozen is better than canned. So once they're done to your liking, and I'm just going like this today, got a few crispy ones, it's okay. Anyways, set that aside for later, because I'm going to put that in the sauce. So here I've got salt, pepper, curry, paprika, and garlic powder. Now I would have loved to put Worcestershire or soy sauce with this mixture, but I didn't. I put it in the sauce later. Anyways, just rub it all over both sides of your steak. Try to get every single corner. There you go. I'm just going to make a quick steamed rice. So wash your rice with some water and drain the water and just do this for about a minute. You just want to kind of get rid of most of the starches. This will be the easiest and quickest rice you've ever done in your life. This is basically a technique video too, actually. So here's why this is an easy recipe. You're going to bring a pot of water to a boil and just toss the rice in just like that. You can saute it in oil or butter first if you want to, but I'm not going to. Also, you want to salt the water a bit too. Then let it boil for maybe 10 to 12 minutes or however your rice is tender. Basically, you've got to try this rice. That's the only way you're going to know if it's going to be done to your liking or not. Okay, so I tried the rice and it's definitely done. You're going to strain it into one of these strainers. Then you're going to put a little bit of water in the pan and you're going to let the steam kind of cook the rice through and just, make it to your liking. Now, you can do this to any rice recipe in the world. It doesn't just have to be this one. Any rice peel-off video that you see or any rice recipe you have, you can boil it, but instead of letting it up and hoping you don't add too much water, just do this video technique that I'm showing you. Keep your pan on the highest setting for a few minutes, then add your oil. See all that smoke? See how I'm kind of moving it around like that? That's the side of a bursting hot pan. Now, this was actually a little bit too high of a heat for my steak, but it worked out either way. Now, it's going to be hard to tell based on your steak thickness and how done you want it, how you're going to have to do it. So if you need to use a meat thermometer or pre-cut it to check, that's fine. But I want mine to be more on the medium rare side. Okay, so right now I'm going to pour in my beef broth. If you've got chicken broth or stock, that's fine, doesn't really matter. Now I'm just going to whisk it to death like this, getting all those bits off and making it part of the sauce. Now some people like to make a roux and make a thick sauce and everything. For putting it on top of rice, I don't want to. And because this is a blogger video, I don't want a thick sauce all over the meat and everything. It just makes it look messy. But I'll post that kind of a version on my website if you do want it that way. Otherwise, let it reduce till it's as thick as you're liking. If you want to add some flour with a little bit of water in it to make like a slurry, you can do that too. Again, all this will be on my website. So now it's just about reduced the way I like it. I'm going to add back in my veggies, stir it around, and just let it reduce for another 30 seconds or so. And if you have to add a little splash more broth or water, then just go for it. It's no big deal. Now for the plating. As you see, I cut my meat into strips. I don't like to serve a big piece of meat on a plate. It just doesn't look good. So cut it into the strips, put in the sauce with the veggies over it. It's got a little bit thicker, but not too thick. This is what I'd like to see for a video. Otherwise, I would just mix it all up. There we go. Now I'm going to top it off with a fried egg. Now, oddly enough, my camera stopped working right after I topped my egg. Just right about there. It's literally where it stopped working. Perfect timing. You won't see me take the bite, but this is what you'll see. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the recipe. Leave a comment. Tell me what you thought about it. Visit my website, mos-kitchen.blogspot.ca. And as always, enjoy.